Welcome to the New Thought Ministry of Prayer. This is a sacred space for reflection, renewal, and conscious connection with the divine presence that lives within you and all life. Here, we practice affirmative prayer, also known as spiritual mind treatment, a way of aligning thought, heart, and intention with the truth of who we are. Whether you're beginning your day or bringing it gently to a close, this is your moment to return to center, to remember, and to realign with peace, clarity, and possibility. You are not alone in this practice. You are part of a global community, choosing presence over distraction, faith over fear, and love as a way of living. The New Thought Ministry of Prayer is a ministry of the New Thought Media Network, sharing the message and practice of a positive, transformative spirituality with the world. Take a breath, let go, and let us begin.
Hello, and welcome to prayer time here with the New Thought Ministry of Prayer. I am Reverend Christy Semple, a member of the prayer team, and I am so glad that you're joining me for heartfelt, affirmative prayer for the world, for humanity and living. And here at the New Thought Ministry of Prayer, our vision is to cultivate a conscious connection with the infinite intelligence of the universe, align with that, create experiences of goodness and harmony and the fullness of life. And to carry out that vision, we offer affirmative prayer, live affirmative prayer, twice a day, every day, 8:15 a.m. and 8:15 p.m. We are here for you. And we practice this beautiful spiritual tool of affirmative prayer. And affirmative prayer is not a begging or a beseeching or reaching to something out there and asking. It is a recognition of our oneness with the infinite intelligence of the universe and aligning with that and working with that to create positive outcomes in our lives. And so it is not only speaking words, it is words of knowing, words of connection, words of, it's a creative process, working with the oneness, the infinite intelligence of the universe to create. And so as you are listening, if you're listening live, if you have a prayer request, I welcome you to post that in the comments, and I will pray for you. Also, what you can do is, whether watching live or if you're watching this at another time, you can go to ntmedia.org/prayer, and you can post your request there, and that will go out to our whole prayer team, all of us, ministers, prayer practitioners, when you send your request to ntmedia.org/prayer. Also, at that same address, you can request a private prayer session with one of us on the prayer team. We are here for you. We are here for you, and it is a wonderful opportunity that we look forward to doing for you, being here for you, praying for you. And so please, ntmedia.org/prayer. And, good evening, Wayne. Thank you so much for joining us. So glad you are here this evening. Thank you for being here. Good to have you here with us. And before I pray this evening, I want to share something with you that's going to inspire me. I'm going to take into prayer here. And this is related, I'm sure you've heard now about these very unfortunate floods in Nepal and Tibet. Oh, goodness gracious. And a wonderful newsletter that I get called Spiritual Passages talked about this and gave a looking at this through a spiritual lens, the helpfulness of people. Rescue crews are carrying out dangerous operations across the Nepal-Tibet border after catastrophic flooding swept through remote Himalayan communities. Soldiers and volunteer emergency workers are pushing through deep mud, unstable terrain, and damaged roads to reach survivors. And despite the continuing risk of landslides and additional flooding, rescuers remain in the field, searching for the missing and bringing food, medical aid, and hope to devastated communities. So what the author says, through a spiritual lens, in the courage of these rescuers, we see something sacred made visible. They enter danger because another life matters. They dig, carry, search, and keep going because someone is waiting to be found. Their heroism expresses a deep spiritual truth that life recognizes life. Courage becomes service. Compassion becomes action. Love becomes a pair of hands reaching into the rubble. In moments of disaster, the divine appears through ordinary people doing extraordinary things. The divine is present there. And their work shows us that oneness is more than an idea. It is lived whenever one human being risks something of themselves to save another. That's beautiful. That puts it into perspective, the presence of God through those people, helping. These beautiful quotes, the purpose of one human life is to serve and to show compassion and the will to help others. That's Albert Schweitzer. Martin Luther King Jr. said, life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others? And David Thomas, academic scholar, organizational behavior scholar, said, unselfish and noble actions are the most radiant pages in the biography of souls. We are here. We are life shining through us, the divine through us. How beautiful. Working through the hands, the compassion, the caring of the first responders, of the volunteers going out there. And so that's going to inspire my prayer here this evening, that the divine shines through me as compassion and the will to help others. Each of us. Those that are there, certainly we don't have to be there to be helpful to our fellow human beings in a whole variety of ways. This inspires us when we see this and we hear this. It is the divine through each of us. And so I'm going to have that inspire me in prayer here this evening, and I invite you to join me. And when I pray, I close my eyes, and I invite you to do the same. And I pray in the first person, speaking I, and I invite you to listen and to hear that as your own. And so right here and right now, I recognize the one power, the one presence that is everywhere present, the one heart that beats through all, the one infinite intelligence, divine wisdom and eternal limitless good, the one, through all, as all, through the whole human family. And I know, knowing this and recognizing this, that the divine shines through me. I am one with it. In the infinite all that is, the oneness, I'm one with it. I live and move and have my being in the one with it and one with all. One with all. And then the nature of the divine I recognize as good. It is love, it's life and love and light, and power and peace, beauty, joy. And that is my nature too, as an expression of it. The good, the love, the beauty, the joy. That is my nature too, and I am one with all. And I know that as the divine, the one infinite intelligence moves through all, moves through me, and it is always, always creating. And I know that it is always creating through me. And I work with that. I align with that, and I know that as I speak my word, I plant the seeds like planting a seed into the soil. My word, it is received by the creative mind that is all around and everywhere, acted upon by the law of mind that says yes and makes it so. So recognizing that right here and right now, I speak my word that the divine shines through me as compassion and the will to help others. The divine shines through me as compassion and the will to help others. the divine that is always present, that is life taking care of itself. It is love, caring and giving, and showing and feeling compassion and the givingness and the helpfulness. This is the nature of the divine, and it is the nature of me, and so I open to that. I recognize that. And invite that, welcome that, open to that, shining through me in new ways. I listen with the ears to hear, and see with the eyes to see the opportunities, to see, to feel that compassion for others, whether people that I can see around me, people all the way across the world, that compassion. Other members of the human family, for we are all one, in the great oneness of life. And so I know that this compassion is in me, and I open to that. Open to that feeling of that allowing of that. As I hear about the experiences, and I listen with new ears to hear, with a new awareness of the experiences of others close by and around the world, and I feel that with a new compassion, that greater recognition of the divine moving and expressing and shining through me, that love that is there, and I open to that shining compassion and the will to help others in new ways. It may be the helpfulness of volunteering. It may be the helpfulness of for a family member, for a friend, something new that comes to me that I listen. Oh, I'm going to offer and do this. It's that love, because I feel that compassion. I feel that love. I feel that expression of the divine through me. And as I do that, I recognize with new appreciation the goodness of life, the goodness that I am, the goodness that is present even in challenging situations like the floods in Nepal and Tibet. God is present, for God is shining through the people, the helpfulness, the kindness, the assistance, the love, the givingness. I am reminded that God is present, shining in amazing ways, and I know it's present in me. And there, each day, the compassion, I open to that shining through me as I see, as I hear about the experiences of other members of the human family. And so I think about them, I see them with love, the eyes of love, the feeling of love, and I have a new inspiration and receptivity for helpfulness, to help others, to in a multitude of ways that can be what can be considered basic gestures or larger gestures, signing up to help, to collect clothing and helpful items for other people that are in need of that. There are so many things to do. And so I listen, and I look with new eyes to see and ears to hear, and I feel that new and greater compassion and that new and greater receptivity, the will to help others, and that recognition, that remembrance, this greater appreciation of the human family, and that God is present in all the different challenges. God is present through helpfulness, through kindness, through respect, consideration, and I know He is present and shining through me in new and wonderful ways. And so I release this into the creative mind that is all around and everywhere. I open to that compassion shining through me and the will to help others in new and wonderful ways. I release this, knowing that it is acted upon by the law. It makes it so, and I feel it rising and shining through me. And I am so grateful. I am so grateful. And knowing that this is so, with a heart full of thanks, I affirm, and so it is. And so it is. Ashe. Amen. Thank you, and thank you, Wayne. Thank you, Wayne, for joining this evening. And that recognition. Peacemaker. Peace, yes. I'm so glad that you reminded us about peace, Wayne. You know, these activities of opening to the divine, shining through us with compassion, and that will to help others. That's a part of peace. It is that respect, appreciation, that love, that helpfulness for our fellow human beings. So thank you for reminding us of that. Oh my goodness, yes. God is present right here, right now, through each of us. And so I had shared with you earlier, and I'll share again, that as you're watching and listening, if you have something on your heart, a desire that you have for a prayer request, I invite you to send that to ntmedia.org/prayer. And on that page, you can request that they go out to the whole prayer team. It will go right out, and we will pray for you. Right out to the whole prayer team. And you have the opportunity there to request a prayer session, a private prayer session with one of the prayer practitioners, one of the members of our prayer team, so that we have the opportunity to work more closely to understand the desire that you have and the spiritual ideas that support that, to enrich our prayer work for you and with you. And so, again, ntmedia.org/prayer. And the New Thought Ministry of Prayer is a ministry of the New Thought Media Network. And you can learn more about us at ntmedia.org. All kinds of helpful information on that page, including our program schedule for the week, 30 plus hours of programming, all kinds of spiritually enriching programming. All kinds of topics to enrich, to uplift, to inspire, to guide, positive spiritual living. And so, ntmedia.org, and to experience it even greater, the programming that we have, you can go to youtube.com/New Thought Media Network. And all of these shows have playlists. So you can go back and watch previous episodes, including morning and evening prayer. It's wonderful. youtube.com/New Thought Media Network. There's a lot there. Oh, I want to come back multiple times because there's so much there for you to see. And also what we have is, come back here, New Thought music. Positive, uplifting music. 24/7 New Thought artists that you may have heard, some you may not have heard before. live365.com/New Thought Radio. So much there for you, for your spiritual enrichment, growth, inspiration. And I'll close with an affirmation that we have here. I am the hands and feet of God on earth, making contributions to the world in the spirit of gratitude, peace, and love. Each day, the hands and feet of God, of the divine here on earth, shining through us. And we can open up to that shining through new and wonderful ways. So thank you for joining us here this evening, and we invite you to come back again, join us again, and until the next time, peace, blessings, namaste. Thank you. We'll see you again, and thank you, Wayne, for joining us here this evening. Yes, help others. There you go. Helpful reminder there. And so, we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.
Thank you for praying with us today. If this time has supported you, we invite you to return morning or evening, and to share this space with others who may be seeking the same sense of peace and connection. If you feel called to support this ministry, your financial contribution helps us continue sharing this work with people around the world. Together, we're creating something more than a moment. We're living into a deeper awareness of who we are. The New Thought Ministry of Prayer is a ministry of the New Thought Media Network, and you are welcome here.